Welcome to your source for amplitude modulation on ham radio, the AM window.
Brown before, so there you have that. I'd like to get some sort of a switch. Well, I guess I don't really need it, because when I go from the headset to the mic, I got to keep, unplugging one wire and plugging the other one in, and maybe I'll have to look, see if they got a switch. I think they do.
Are you using the Y connector? You're not unplugging it out of the radio every time, are you?
I'm upstairs, so the radio's downstairs. No, just unplug going into the Focusrite, either the mic, the Sterling, or the headset, but one or the other.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind. I got you.
I was going to get it from Amazon, but I'm boycotting them, so.
I think Ernie's listening, too. He said he didn't have a copy on the gentleman on Rich there in Virginia Beach.
I thought Ernie was getting... Are you here, Ernie?
Yeah, but I did see, actually, I just noticed that Rich did IQ modulate his call into my waterfall. That was pretty cool, Rich.
I didn't know you could do that.
You didn't know that?
Know what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's called IQ modulation. They also make software programs that do it as well. It puts out these tones, okay. If you look on your waterfall, you could put in like your call or CQ or anything. It'll come up you'll see it on the waterfall as letters.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry, but what did you say? Pass me again.
Oh my God, I kill you. What it is, it's called IQ modulation, and they used to have like these big rack mount transmitters to do it. I don't know what exactly it was used for originally, but it wasn't used for writing letters in the alphabet onto a waterfall. But yeah, you can somehow put in letters or draw stuff or whatever you want, and it'll transmit a tone or various tones to where it draws out whatever you wrote, whatever you want onto the waterfall.
It's facsimile. It's like what they have on digital modes. If you want to send a picture, it'll come out the same thing.
Yeah, there you go. They have software. They make software for it as well. To do it here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Never done it.
The only trouble is, I can get a Y connector, but see, this mic requires phantom voltage, so I'd have to remember to turn the voltage off and on. I might try a Y connector. Try it.
You have to turn it on and off anyway, don't you?
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, when I switch the plugs around, but I have to remember, I don't know if the voltage would hurt the headset thing or not.
I know it doesn't hurt this microphone because I've accidentally hit the 48 volt button with this SM7B plugged in. It didn't do anything.
I heard people if you see smoke coming out of it,
Yeah, listen, if you want to find out if something's going to break, give it to me.
I didn't get the other fella's call or anything. I don't have the logbook. The fellow down here in Virginia. Let me have your information. This is W2SDR. My name is Frank.
K4VBR, and the call here is Richie. Yeah, it's called on this Flex 3000, called a water ID. And you can put anything in what you want, and you just transmit it. Here, I'll just transmit it again. Give me a sec.
That's cool, man.
I didn't really see. I have my pan adapter really narrow, so probably have. Run your call phonetically by me again. I didn't get it.
Kilo 4, Victor, Bravo, Romeo.
Victor, Bravo, Romeo. Okay.
Yeah. K4 Virginia Beach Radio in Virginia Beach, of all places. And his name is Rich. Yeah, that's real cool, Rich. Yeah, I didn't know that you could do that with that software, the Flex software. So that's pretty neat.
Well, this is the of course the 3000 is an older radio, and the software this gentleman's keeps upgrading for free and adds a lot of stuff to it, but the original design used that ID, and KN, I think it's KNNES or something like that, and you just get on his webpage and download the software to the radio and or your computer, and he makes changes, revisions in it and everything. He's up to 160 something now, 69 or changes he's made. So not all of them contain what to the user and everything, but it'll work with the Flex 1500, the 3000, and the 5000. So it's it's free. I mean, with the Flex radio, you got to pay for upgrades and all that other stuff and everything else. So that is fine for what I need it for. This is fine. I mean, I like the SDR. I'm sold on the SDR. Put it that way. Anyway, back to the group here.
Yeah, K4VBR with W2SDR, W3MMR, real good, Rich. Yeah, the KE9NS software, the infamous KE9NS software that I hear a lot of guys, I think mostly everyone that I know has an older Flex is using that software, and it looks pretty cool. I've never used it. It's not compatible with the Anon, even though the Anons do use Power SDR, which is basically what the KE modified version of it is really what the KE9NS software is there. And he does a good job with it. People love it. That's another downside. My father had mentioned that to me about the Flex. The new Flexes, you have to pay for everything. Everything's proprietary. You got to pay for it, If you want something feature in the radio or the software, you forget about it. You're just going to have to wish. With the Anons, you just go right on the message board and put, basically speak right to the developers and the software writers and tell them what you want, and if it's a good enough idea, they'll throw it in the next update on the software. So it's pretty cool. But the Anons do have a pretty steep learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, they are really, really good rigs. And this is definitely a mainstay here in my shack, unless I upgrade to a newer Anon, the 7000 DLE. But there's really no reason to. There's really not much of a difference between the two rigs. So we'll probably stick with this one for a while. Anyway, Pop. What do you have planned today? W2SDR, W3MMR?
I don't know. Just eat breakfast and. What time's Dixon getting here?
He will be here. His flight lands at 11:40. So shortly after, he'll be here at the house, probably 12:30 or so.
How does that work to pick him up with the airport and all that?
Well, he's an unaccompanied minor, so I have to go to the American Airlines desk, check in, they take my ID and, write all my information down, give me a ticket. It looks like an airline ticket to go through security with, and then just go find his gate. And when he comes off the plane, he gets accompanied by a staff member. and they walk up to me, make sure that I am who I am. They're at the gate, check my information, then pass them off to me.
What's the story with your mother today?
As far as what? Going to the airport?
Oh, yeah, I mean, is she going to see Dixon at all? I mean, is she going over there? Is she coming over your place? How's all that work?
No, I would imagine that she's going to see him today, whether I go over there or she comes over here, so. Then obviously, we'll figure out what we're, him seeing you or whatever, you see, coming over there, you come over, whatever, we'll figure that out. We've got all week, so.
I don't want to get in the way. I mean, with your mother and all, since we just can't seem to be in the same room, so.
Look, I know, just don't worry about her, okay?
No, that's why I'm saying. I mean, it's like, so that's why I need to know what the schedule is. I don't want to belabor it, but.
No, everything will be, there's not really going to be a schedule, okay? Look, if you want to come over, you text me, hey, I want to come over, that's fine. We're not going to be doing much. We're going to be hanging out at the house here, 99%, 95% of the time. So if you want to come over or you want me to come over there, hey, I'm not doing nothing. I'll come over. You come over. Let's do it. It'll be hours notice. It doesn't matter.
All right, well, we'll be in contact. W2SDR. Time is going up. I'm making a couple of slices of bacon and put a couple of eggs in a frying pan.
Yeah, there you go. I'm waiting for my AAA stuff to get here. I guess when I signed up, it'd say a week to 10 days. I don't remember when I did it. I paid for it. I mean, I got the app and everything. I mean, I guess I'm covered, but I just feel a lot better, especially with the bite that I had the card in my hand, Yeah, I actually just got my new AAA card in the mail a few days ago.
You did?
I did.
Okay. Well, you joined? Have you been a member before?
I've been a member now for about a year.
Oh, good.
My mother signed me up. It was cheaper, I guess, for like 2 people or whatever, so she threw my name on her.
Yeah, you can get a group. Well, you used to be, I guess Michelle always had it. We were all on it there back in the day,
Yeah, we had the gold one.
Who's we?
You, we all did.
I don't remember. I never paid much attention to it. I never had to use it. And I never was involved in it. Let's put it that way.
I got you. I remember, I was a pretty popular dude, my late teens with all my friends and their crappy hoopty cars.
I don't understand that either.
Because you used to get 3 free tows a year. Oh, and the person with the AAA card, I could be with anybody. I just had to be there with the vehicle because, quote unquote, I was there when we broke down. There was one time where Stevie had broke down on I don't know, the road 42 going into Philly. He broke down there, and I got to ride out to him and called AAA and waited there for the AAA to get there and got his truck towed back to his house.
See, I don't remember it. We never knew any of that, so yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got 3 free tows a year, I think, within like 100 miles or something like that, and after that it was more. 50 miles, I don't know.
How long did they take to arrive, do you know?
Anywhere between like an hour to 3 hours.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what they tell you on the phone. It could take that up to that, that long, but I don't remember I don't ever remember it taking that long.
I'll be right back. I got to get another cup of coffee.
All right, Rich. We'll catch you in a bit. W3MMR. Yeah, Pop, that Sterling mic sounded good, man.
You like it?
Love it.
I love that mic, man. I can't believe I didn't use it for the longest time. I was just sitting there. I mean, I tried it when I first got it. For some reason, I just kind of forgot about it. I'm glad I decided to put it back in the line again, you know? Beautiful mic. It's built really, really well.
Oh, the best part's the damn shock mount.
I don't even use that, so...
Yeah. Cool shock mount, though.
See, the thing I don't like about that thing, like with the boom that I have, first of all, it's real heavy, so this boom is kind of cheap that I have, number one. Number two, I like to talk on the side, and it just doesn't look right like having the mic sideways, you know?
Yeah, I was never a sideways mic fan. You know what I mean? It always looked weird. It just looked like that's not how it's supposed to be.
Well, I have it sideways. I like the sideways, but I don't like the sideways with the shock mount.
Right. Yeah, it's just because I'm so used to hearing you on this headset, I forgot, you know, how good that thing really did sound on sideband. I mean, it sounded fantastic.
Well, it's a good mic. There's no question. It's good for if you have the right EQ set up and all. You know, I mean, it's real good for ham radio. I really like it. I was funny because PIV said I sounded spectacular that day, and I named the transmit profile Spectacular.
I almost fell out of my chair because I was waiting for my phone to blow up as soon as he said that.
Oh, I loved it, man. When he said that, I went right into the menu and then typed in Spectacular.
Oh my God!
And that was a highlight, man. I'll tell you. Oh, when the guy I was talking about with the hockey was you know, the guy that lives down the road, you know, the 1x2.
I know you're talking.
Yeah, so. Oh, that I'm not saying across the board. I mean, but that caller into Missinelli, it's definitely true to a large part, especially why people don't watch basketball.
Well, one of the big reasons why I don't watch football is because of the celebrations and all that crap. I can't. It drives me nuts, all that stuff. But it doesn't drive me nuts as much as it did a few years ago. I'm kind of like, okay, it is what it is. Let them do. You know what I mean? It's a little more accepting of it now.
I'm the same way, and I watched the basketball game. I got too tired for the second half, but I watched the Sixers last night. Of course, they lost, but I want to get more into the NBA, the basketball now. I'll tell you, they talked about the bubble, and they showed a graph of the bubble and what it's like in there. It is so freaking cool.
They have so much stuff in there. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's literally like, well, it is that you're at Disney World, but it's like the NBA, you know, basketball at Disney World. You know what I mean? Everything they got. Did you hear about the microphones they have under the floor? They have 15 microphones underneath each floor, so you can hear the ball bounce, the feet, all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but that doesn't surprise me. That's why we were talking, like when they were showing the Phillies that day, you know, in the control booth and all. I mean, there's a lot that goes into the sound also in those broadcasts.
Oh my God! I mean, a lot, especially with all those like live field mics and the guy and the engineer that's sitting back there cutting them and changing them and doing this and doing that and go to this one and go to that one. Oh, we got to dump this one because somebody cursed. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
K4VBR, I'm back.
There he is.
W2SDR, welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah, you'll notice though, Pop. Next time you watch a basketball game down there, listen to when like the ball goes off the backboard or off the rim. It sounds different because they have mics up, like different mics up there now, and the sounds of the floor. And when the basketball is bouncing on the floor, it's a much deeper sound. You can tell that the microphones are under the floor.
It's really cool. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the announcers, and I enjoyed watching the game. It's unfortunate they lost, but I don't know. Even with the anthem, I don't want to get into that, but I didn't mind any of it. It was enjoyable. I'm going to start watching quarterback. Of course, I'm going to watch the hockey. It's at 3:00 today, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's a 3:00 game. So, I tell you, Carolina. Look, both the Carolina and the Rangers look real good yesterday.
Yeah, we'll see. Flyers looked really good. The other one exhibition game I saw, they really and surprisingly looked like they got their legs under them too. You know, with all this being off, basically an entire another off season off. You know, hopefully they'll do all right. But the Flyers are projected to do really good. You know, so we'll see. But I'm with you. I would like to start watching more basketball. I wanted to start watching it more during the regular season, before it all stopped, but never really got into it. But maybe now we'll try. I just don't know what it is about basketball. It's just, I don't know. I can sit there and watch a baseball game, any baseball game, any team for hours, but I don't know. Basketball, just, I don't know. It just, to me, it isn't that fun to watch.
Are you a sports fan at all, Rich?
I like football. I got a little way from baseball there, and basketball was. I'm with you. Well, it was kind of like boring, but you know, I go more with my granddaughter's into basketball, and I've been to a lot of her games. You know, I get into that with the high school games, but I don't know. Maybe, you know, things have changed, and maybe I'll get into it, you know. So, but yeah, it's kind of a different game changer here in sports, so we'll see.
Anything to getting bored with this old virus thing, so and retires, nothing else to do. Anything but watch commercials.
Yeah, kind of hunker down at the home. But I try to keep it busy, though. I do small engine repair, you know, lawnmowers and tractors and stuff like that. So been kind of, well, it's different this year. It's, of course, the virus and everything, but I'm not traveling as far. I kind of, limit myself from the neighborhood. You know, I probably do about 10-mile radius, and I've been, you know, fairly busy, you know, and you know, for what's expected there. But anyway, yeah, I go to their house and do their mower there. I don't hardly bring anything home, so. But yeah, it's a little pocket change, a little for ham radio too. So.
That sounds good. Did you ever do any small motor repair?
No, not much. You know, with the exception of around the house. But yeah, Rich, I work on cars for a living. I've been an automotive technician for 19 years, and still going at them. I'm young. I'm only 33 years old, but that's what we've been doing here for most of my adult life, and we enjoy it. Pays the bills. And I work for a Meineke up the street. I'm a foreman, assistant manager of the Meineke, and it's only about 2.5 blocks away from my house, so I don't really have much of a commute. I'm here in the city. I'm 7 miles right outside of Philadelphia, so pretty urban. And I don't have a long way to go to work, so it works out. Works out real well.
I can say that. That's cool. 2.5 blocks. Yeah, I mainly I was into diesel engines, and well, one of my main jobs I retired from Morse diesel engine. I was a tech rep, and I went all over the world. And actually, I used to do the Navy Yard there in Philly at times, and I used to go to Lemmerk Nuclear. The emergency diesels for the reactors. Actually, they had eight Fairbanks Morse engines up there. I was up there a lot, and I used to stay out and Lionsville, I think it was. And but anyway, I did about 18 nuclear plants, and well, you know, wherever the job is, you know, Navy ships, wherever, pumping stations, wherever they had the engines. So, but I retired in '05, and you know, I got into small engine repair. So, yeah, just to carry a little bit over, you know, before I can get on Social Security and stuff like that too. So, but anyway, back to you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool there, Rich. I know a good friend of my father's there for years and years. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. But he was a diesel mechanic and made a pretty good living there and really enjoyed it. But yeah, Tom Hook was his name. Real good guy. I miss him a lot. But I know, and I also have a couple friends who are heavy equipment mechanics and diesel mechanics. The guys that work on, you know, usually quote unquote, they're diesel mechanics, automotive mechanics, but they maintain like big tub grinders and chippers and you know, stuff like that for land clearing and land clearing operations, and then big belt feeders and repairing belts and doing all that stuff. And I don't know. I over the last couple years, I've thought about maybe a career change because I have an electronics background as well, and there's a little, you know, there's other things that I could do with my hands that I could be useful with, and I could still make a good living. Yeah. So I thought about a career change, you know, but I mean, I'm really at that point in my life, I'm getting a little too old here for a career change. So, just, you know, one of those crazy thoughts when you're sitting there staring at the television at night, but I don't know. Anyway, Rich, yeah, still coming good up here and hanging in good there. So, hey, Pop, how's the eggs treating you? W3MMR.
Just eating. I'm feeding the outside cats, so I want to keep picking up the Vox, so I'm going to shut the headset off for a couple minutes.
All right, no problem. So, Rich, where in Virginia Beach are you located at? You say you're at a retirement community?
Yeah. I'm more near the Virginia Beach courthouses, and not too far from them, about 3 miles away. And there's a little golf community. I don't know. There's probably about 1,000 people that live in the community here, I guess. And there's single unit houses, and which I have, and there's condos. Condos, like 6 units, 3 downstairs. Wait a minute. No, 2 downstairs and 6 upstairs. And they all have 2-car garages downstairs, of course. But I'd rather have the house, so. And the yard's small, it's only 50 by 100. And I got a little tree line. I'm lucky to have a little tree line in the back. And that's where I got my antennas stuffed. You know, I got a end-fed antenna used for 20 and 40 coming out of the roof there, out of a roof vent going out to the tree. And in the trees I have a 80-meter off-center fed dipole. And that's what I'm on now. And I gotta make my own antennas, you know. I got into making them, so they seem to work. I don't know, some of those antennas today for dipoles, like you buy the what's that brand Buckmaster, $350. And I'm not saying the quality isn't there, but that's ridiculous. So anyway, and I make them, you know, I mean, what the heck, you know. Anyway, antennas is like, you try them for a while, you know, and if they work, you know, you keep them. If you don't, try something else, you know. But anyway, back to you.
All right, K4, excuse me, VBR, W3MMR with W2SDR on the side, feeding cats. Yeah, real good, Rich. It sounds like a really nice place, and I was going to ask you what your antenna situation was, but there you go. Luckily, you're backed up against some trees. My antenna here, I think I told you, is I bought it from W7FG.com. It's W7FG, TrueLadderline.com. I had a G5RV in an inverted V, held up in the middle with a telescopic mast, about 35 feet for the upper bands, or originally was for here on 80 and all the upper bands as well. And then I put a half-wave dipole cut for 38, half-wave inverted V for 3885, and only about 35 feet up. And it worked okay. And then I rent here, okay, and I live in the city, and I'm lucky to have a really big side yard for here, and a cedar tree right smack dab in the middle of it, okay. I wanted to clean up the yard a bit and take the mast down and the other antennas, so I threw up this antenna, which tunes up everywhere from 160 to 10 meters, and it's not the 160-degree model of the antenna. But I short the feeders out here in the shack, and I have a ground screen out there. I have 12 ground radials. Short the feeders there for 160, and it works really good on 160. So basically, it's a vertical with a capacitance add. So it works fairly well for me on 160. And the apex is 65 feet. I did not mention that. So it's about double the height of the other antennas were before. And it works much better on 80 meters here being up that high. I have no complaints about the antenna at all. It works fantastic. It doesn't work as good on 40 meters to Australia as the G5RV does, because this thing's really a cloud burner on every band. It does decent over to Europe on 20 meters. I don't really do much 20 or 40 meter work anymore anyway. I'll get up there and do some FT8. And it works good for those two bands, but it really shines here on 75 meters here. So I'm glad I got it up. But lately I've been thinking about putting it up either a 40 meter vertical or putting the G5RV back up for 40 meters. I want to get back on 40 meters and once I get down the extra portion of the band and work some of the VKs that my father is friends with and talks to pretty much every morning there. So anyway, Rich, look, I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee. I got to start getting ready to go to the airport. Once I don't have to leave for a couple hours, but about an hour and a half, I guess I'll leave. So I don't want to be, I end up losing track of time a lot, and I don't want that to happen today. So really great catching up with you here, Rich. Thanks for breaking in. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully we'll catch up with you again. My father and I are usually here every morning at about 7 o'clock, plus or minus, 2 or 4 kilohertz, depending on how clean the van is, how many people are on the band. So feel free to jump in if you hear us from 7 to about 7:30 in the morning. So 7:30 to you, Rich. Great catching up with you, Pop. If you're still listening, 7:30 to you. I'll talk to you on the phone, I'm sure, here in a little bit. And it was really fun here this morning, guys. Down to you, Rich. I'll listen out here for your final. K4 Virginia Beach Radio, W3MMR in Chester, Pennsylvania.
W3MMR, K4VBR. Very good. Very, nice making contact there. And with your dad there, the W2SDR, I think it was. And, I'll hop in there again and everything else. And so, all right, I'll let you go. If you got to go to the airport and everything, you don't want to miss that. And, I'll check around the band there, and we'll make contact again. Enjoyed it very much, and have a good day. Be safe out there, especially, and we'll catch you again. 73 You two there, W2SDR. Have a good day. Be safe out there, too. So this is K4, Virginia Beach Radio. Clear, 73.
All right, see you later, Rich, and been listening the whole time, just doing a bunch of chores here. Catch you guys later, 7-3, W2SDR.
All right, Pop, great hearing you this morning. Really, everybody sounds really fantastic. Great signals. Real fun here this morning. 7-3, W3MMR, Chester, Pennsylvania.